You know, I'm thinking of writing a book called How to Be Happy in the Australian Outback with a Broken Feed Pipe. You may think because I've run into trouble, I've run out of ideas. You're wrong, I haven't. I have a number of avenues open to me. I can either stop a passing kangaroo and hop a lift, or I can send the kangaroo off to take a welding course and come back in 3 months. Or I can see if there's anybody around here, which I should have thought of in the first place. Kinsall Mining Company. Danger, keep out private. This means you. Yes, sir, Australia's a big country, matched in size only by the greatness of its people's hearts. They're large and friendly. Anybody around? Anybody around?
Hey, get up. And go and put your hands up, too.
See what I mean? Large and friendly.
Yes, what did you say?
I said friendly.
Why should I be friendly to someone trespassing on my property? Now, who are you?
The name is Templar.
Never heard of you.
Simon Templar. Now, you know you're not going to shoot me, so why not put that thing down? Huh?
Come on, empty it. Didn't you see my sign? It says keep out.
Of course, I saw your sign. I can read.
Yes, when my sign says keep out, it means just that. I don't want no one snooping around here, you understand?
But will you stop poking me with that thing? I'm not snooping around.
This is a mine, friend, not a flaming highway. It's private property.
The fact is my Land Rover's broken down. I've got a broken feed pipe now. If you've got a small piece of tubing, I'll try and get it fixed, and I'll be on my way.
You sure you're not working for Grove?
Grove? Who's Grove?
Grove's the squirt who wants my mine. He ain't gonna get it. It's my strike. There's gonna be any millionaires around here. It's gonna be me.
Well, now, you look here, Mr.
Kinsall. Kinsall of the Kinsall Mining Company. I'm the president.
Well, Mr. President?
There, there's Linda.
Who's Linda?
Visitors, Pop.
Yes, trespassers.
Is that what you got the rifle out for?
Won't have no one trying to pinch my mine.
Yeah, well, you just put it away before you hurt yourself.
Yeah, but Linda,
You in trouble, mister?
Well, I have a little problem with my car. I was hoping to get some help.
Oh, I'd be glad to tow you to Stoney Creek. It's not far.
Well, that's very kind of you. I'll get a rope out of the back if you pull in front.
All right. You too, Pop. It's time for lunch.
Yes, I've been a millionaire twice, Mr. Templar. Yeah, 2 famous strikes have made me time. Yeah, spent a lot of money, 2 fortunes, just blew them both. But this mine's one that's gonna be the daddy of them all.
Well, congratulations.
This mine is gonna make my 2 sons the proudest boys in the Commonwealth. They're gonna be proud of me. Real proud.
Tell me about the girl.
Yeah, Lindy? Yeah, Anderson. Lindy Anderson. You call her Lindy. Everybody else does, yeah. She's the finest bush nurse I ever seen in my life. She's a beauty. Yep. Yeah, she makes so a lovely wife. Kind of girl I wish my boys would have married.
Oh, you don't like their wives?
Oh, they're a pair of cows. Oh, of course the boys ain't angels either, you know. Fight with themselves all day and every day. Yeah, they do very well down in Sydney, you know. Yeah, property business. Yeah, they've got their own companies. Yeah, they're rich. Yes. Yeah, the boys are gonna back me with a mine.
Oh, you need capital?
Sure, I ain't a flaming millionaire right this very minute, you know.
I'll see you later, Mr. Templar, when I've put the car away and had a shower.
All right, thank you very much, Miss...
Just call me Linda. Bye.
Hey, come on out and taste that cold beer.
Hey, let's give you a hand with that. What you got in here?
Is it heavy? Yeah, I ought to be them to be ore samples. Hey, that's silver. fellas.
Hiya, Pop.
G'day, Charlie. 2 big beers for 2 big men, Charlie.
Pop. The only big thing about you, old man's your head.
You put a flaming head in, Grove. Hey, Charlie, I didn't know you was letting cheap crooks to no opposite here now.
Are you calling me a crooky old coot?
Well, ain't you? Hey, come on, Charlie, hurry up with them beers. He's spoiling me zest.
You know, one of these days I'm gonna tear that old snake apart. No, you won't. Not in my place.
Thanks. Cheers, Pop.
Cheers, all the best.
I'm Charlie O'Shea. I own this dump.
Well, Simon Templar, how do you do?
How do you do? Lordy-da. You out here, Mr. Templar?
Yes, first time.
Just like mother's milk. Yeah, his Land Rover broke down. Hey, Joe. Hey, come here. It's Joe Casey.
G'day, Pop.
Hey, Joe Casey, fixed anything in town except his wedding date to Linda. Here's Simon Templar.
How do you do, Mr. Templar?
How do you do?
The fact of the matter is, I've got a broken feed pipe on my Land Rover. I'd be much obliged if you could fix it.
Sure, consider it done.
Yeah, he pulled up in the mine. Hey, I nearly shot him. Yeah, I thought it was Grove for a minute.
Get out, you old windbag. You know as much about shooting as you do about mining, which is nothing.
Oh, shut up, will you, Grove?
Hey, I forgot more about both than you'll ever know.
Huh. In your dreams. Silver. That pit of yours has never shown a pennyweight.
No.
You gnarl-headed old goat. I reckon I've got to teach you a lesson.
Knock it off.
You speaking to me?
Yes, I usually look at people I'm speaking to. I'm also telling you to pick on someone to your own age and size.
Like you, maybe?
Why not?
Hey, fellas. Mr. La-di-da here reckons he can fight. Well.
After you, mate.
Sorry, Pop, but I'm afraid he'll live.
Hey, what do you know? He ain't even an Aussie.
All right, fellas, the beers are on me.
The beers, Mr. Templar, are on the house.
Here you are. You see it right there. You see that vein? That's silver. Yep. I reckon that'll crush maybe 100 ounces at a ton.
What does that mean, 100 ounces of silver to every ton of ore?
Yeah, terrific, ain't it?
Pop, don't you think it might be a good idea to have an assay done?
Assay? Pay some snotty-nosed character to come from Cloncurry to tell me what me ore will crush? Yeah, not on your sweet life. I don't need no flaming assayer to tell me about ore. Simon, me boy, I'm gonna make myself $1 million. Easy.
You wouldn't know what to do with it, Pop.
Oh, wouldn't I now? Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. I'm gonna build you the best bush hospital you ever set eyes on. Yeah, oxygen tents, operating theaters, the lot.
That's great, Pop.
Hey, what's time?
4:30?
Oh, I gotta phone my boys before they leave their offices. You see, Simon, I got a 3,000 quid payment to make me Monday noon.
3,000 quid, what for?
Yeah, me lease on the mining property. Oh, don't look so worried. My boys are gonna finance me. Wally and Willie won't let me down.
No, I'm sure they won't, Pop.
3,000 quid is just nothing. They're flaming stinking with money.
They're pretty stinking without it, too.
Really?
I'm afraid they're pretty bad.
How, in what way?
Well, they made all this money in property, and Pop just never hears from them.
He's let things drop from time to time, but he hasn't even seen them in 15 years.
They're so mean, they fight something awful.
We figure it this way, Mr. Templar. Cain and Abel were bosom buddies compared to Willie and Wally Kinsall. Call yourself my brother? I will have beat your face in.
Now listen, Wally, you listen.
You double-cross me once more and I'll cut your flaming throat.
Let me explain, will you?
Explain what?
That you went to Harrison behind my back and crueled my deal with him? How can you explain that?
If it's a fight you're after, okay. If it's the truth you want, calm down and listen.
Truth? You wouldn't know the truth if it sat up and bit you. You've been creeping up behind me all your life, like you hit me with that rock when I was 5 years old.
Shut up and listen.
Go on.
Well, Harrison telephoned me yesterday.
Kinsall?
Can't you see we're busy?
I'm sorry, it's your father.
What about him?
It's a personal call for you, Mr. Willie, from Stoney Creek, Queensland.
Well, tell him I'm out.
Or dead?
He says it's terribly urgent. He wants to see you.
Well, tell him to come to Sydney.
Yeah, next year.
Are you sure it wouldn't be better, Mr. Willie, if...
You heard what my brother said. We don't want to talk to him.
What do you reckon he wants?
Money? What else?
He better look somewhere else. I'm not pouring any more cash down that scrawny old gullet.
Now, about that Harrison deal.
Leave me alone. Lay one more finger on me.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Kinsall, but your son's in an important conference and can't be disturbed. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Well, tell Willie to hurry up, will you, miss? This call's costing me money. Hello, Willie boy. How are you? Oh, I'm fine, thanks, son, yes. Now, look, Willie, about this mine. I need 3,000 quid by Monday noon. Yes. You will? Oh, Willie, that's great, son. Yeah, I knew I could count on you, Willie boy.
Hello? Oh, sorry, Mary, he's not here. Yeah. Oh, bye.
Would you like a shot of whiskey, Pop?
You wouldn't even talk to me.
Sorry, Pop.
You won't tell nobody.
No, of course not.
I'm an old fool.
Hello, love.
Yeah, what's up with you? You won the lottery or something?
Nope. Well, I got the goods on Willie today. That Harrison deal. I'm gonna fix him good this time.
What else is new? You and Willie have been fixing each other for years.
Well, you wait till he hears what Harrison has to say to him in the morning.
Oh, honestly, Wally, why don't you and Willie cut it out? It's so boring. Oh, by the way, there was a long-distance call for you this afternoon.
Yeah? Who?
I don't know. It was for you personally. Someplace called Stoney Creek.
Ah, it was the old man. He phoned Willie, too.
Oh? What did he want?
Money. That's all he ever wants. If he calls again, say I've gone to South America for 5 years.
My treasure. The loving brother, the loving son, and the loving husband. What woman could ask for more?
You tell me.
End of story.
Yeah, Pop.
Thanks, son.
Now, you drink that up and we'll go down to the bar.
No, I just couldn't face him.
Nobody knows you were bluffing.
Yeah, Charlie does.
But he won't tell a soul, he promised.
No, I'll just stay here.
Now, listen to me, Pop. Maybe Willie really did have an important conference, and maybe Wally was out. You could be jumping to conclusions.
No, they just ain't interested in me.
Well, you haven't been exactly a dutiful father yourself, have you? What is it? 15 years since you saw them?
Yeah, about that.
So you phoned them up out of the blue, expecting to drop everything and rush down here with £3,000.
Don't lecture me.
Pop, I'm going to Sydney in the morning. Why don't you come with me? Give the boys a chance. See them face to face. Make them an intelligent business proposition.
No, I couldn't.
But if an Assayer agrees with you that this mine is as good as you say it is, then the boys will come round. Now, give them a chance. Come to Sydney with me.
No, I'm sorry, Simon. Hey, you're a nice young fella.
Yeah, and you're a stubborn old coot.
Oh, it just ain't stubbornness what's keeping me from going to Sydney. It's just that I ain't got the fare.
Is that all?
Yeah.
What I don't understand is where's he getting the money for this trip?
Well, he had £200 saved up, tucked underneath the mattress.
Here he comes.
Now you look a real... That's right, Pop. Great. Very,
A
very...
regular city slicker.
Hey, Linda, fair dinkum, do you think this tie will be all right down there with...
Perfect.
Hey, look, how do you think I'll fit in down there, you know, down in Sydney? All right, do you think?
Pop, you'd fit in anywhere. Have a good trip, huh?
You'll knock 'em cold, Pop.
If you don't fall out the aeroplane.
You better be careful, Mr. Grove. When I get back to Stoney Creek, I'll give you another lesson in manners. Ready, Pop?
Bye, Linda. Well, Pop, don't forget to send us a card. Good luck, buddy. Got everything you want? Here now, once we Sydney see us through, okay? Bye, Pop. Look after yourself.
When Mr. Loudy-da Templar comes back to Stoney Creek, I'm gonna get him. Yes, sir, I'm gonna get him real good.
Here, come in.
You ready yet?
Yeah, nearly ready.
You, mind if I make a suggestion, Pop?
Yeah, not at all.
Well, don't you think it'd be a good idea, instead of just dropping in, to telephone Wally first?
Oh, I want to give you a big surprise. No, not much good on the telephone.
Yeah, but he could be out to dinner or something.
Well, I'll wait for him. No, don't you worry, Simon. I know what I'm doing, son.
You got the address?
Yep, Longworth Avenue. Sounds pretty ritzy, doesn't it, eh?
You look a right dog.
Yes.
I'll see you in the morning, eh?
Yes, right, Simon.
Good luck, Pop.
First of all, you've got to attract their attention.
Yeah, good,
eh?
Another martini, Mrs. Harrison.
Ah, well, if you insist.
Hank.
And for you, Jane. Molly, dear. We're dry.
Oh, sorry, darling. Excuse me, Mr. Harrison.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
I think it was over around,
No, it's all right, love. I know these people. Hello, everybody.
oh, no.
Oh, just in time for a party. I didn't know you was having a... Hello, Wally. How are you, son? How are you going, boy?
Hello, Dad.
My word, you're all togged up too, eh? Edna, how are you? Hey, you're not putting on much weight, are you, love? You're still as skinny as a drover's bitch, ain't you? Hey, I'm Pop Kinsall, Wally's pa. How are you, mate? Hey, what's your name?
Edison.
Yeah, pleased to meet you. Well, yeah, just in time for a drink, eh, Wal?
I think we'll go in.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Harrison? Mr. Carter?
Hey, where are they off to, Wally?
Well, you see, Dad, we're having a little dinner party.
Oh, hey, enjoy your grub, folks.
I'd ask you to join us, Dad, but it's business.
Well, that's all right, son. Sorry to bust in on you. As a matter of fact, I need a few quid.
Oh, here.
No, not that kind of money, son. I need 3,000.
What?
3,000. You where do you keep the beer, son? Yes, Wally, I got a silver mine that's a sure thing. The lease expires next Monday noon.
£3,000? Are you crazy?
I don't want you to give it to me, son. It's just a loan. I'll pay you back.
Yeah.
I've got the richest saw you ever seen, Wally. Look, I got something in me pocket here. Have a look at this.
Don't bother. Look, Dad, this is a business dinner. Mr. Harrison's a very important man.
And I'm not.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Now, what way did you mean it, son?
Simply that this isn't the time or the place for you and me to be discussing family matters.
You stinking little ungrateful cur.
Don't talk to me like that.
I'll talk to you any way I like. Why, you built this fancy house on the money I gave you, son. And started your flaming business and all the rest of it. Like them diamonds that Calvin wife of yours is wearing.
Get out.
You bet I'm getting out. I've been in barns that smell better than this dump, you rotten, stinking little up-jump snob. Yeah, see, Wally's capital, it's all tied up with a big deal he's gonna make. Yeah. Hey, he wanted to sell some stock and give me the money, but I wouldn't let him do that. No.
So this morning you're going to try Willie.
Yeah, sure.
I have an appointment at the assayer's office at 10. I'll pick you up at Willie's office at 10:30, okay?
Oh, that'll be fine. Hey, don't you worry, Simon. Willie'll come through. You know, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I kind of think Willie's my favorite.
I just can't do it, Dad. I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse me. I've got a golf date. Miss Kate, if Harrison calls, leave a message with the steward, Pittwater Golf Club, will you?
Yes.
Couldn't you think it over, son?
Look, Pop, for the last time, the answer is no. N-O, no.
You see, Mr. Templar? Very interesting.
Then you think the strike has possibilities?
Well, I didn't say that exactly. I said this sample of ore would assay around 100 ounces to the ton. Of course, one sample doesn't make a mine.
Or do you think you could come out to Stoney Creek and look the mine over yourself?
Ah, yes, of course. Over 20 pounds a day, plus expenses.
That's okay.
Just might be an isolated outcrop of high-yield ore.
And if it isn't?
Then, Mr. Templar, you have a mine.
May I get you a cup of coffee, Mr. Kinsall?
Pop. How did he go? No dice? Oh, well, never mind.
Never mind. Of course I flaming well mind. You sweat your guts out to make money to educate them. You put up with their tantrums, they're fighting. You sweat to make more, to give them more, and all they do is kick you in the belly. I wanted my sons to be proud of me. Why? They're nothing to be proud of.
Pop, I said never mind because I'm going to put up the £3,000 myself.
What?
I said I'll put up the money. I've spoken to the assayer. He says the ore will crush at 100 ounces to the ton.
100 ounces to the ton.
That's what he said.
Get me the first available flight to Glencurry and lay on a car to take me to Stoney Creek.
Yes, sir.
He's struck it rich twice before, you know. Maybe he's done it again.
Yeah, looks good. Very good.
Here you are, see? What'd I tell you? Waste your flaming money bringing him all the way out here. I can smell our yield. I don't need no flaming assayer to tell me good ball.
Why don't you calm down, Pop?
Still, Mr. Kinsall, as I am here, Mr. Templar's paying me. You won't mind if I have a look? Maybe probe a little further, a little deeper.
No, you go right ahead. Hey, but you do your own digging, mate.
Well, of course.
I'll give you a hand.
Hey, it's nearly time for lunch, isn't it?
Lunch or beer? Go on, you old soak.
G'day. G'day. This all there is to Stoney Creek? About? You want a drink? Yeah, drink and some information.
Well, let's get the drink first.
Whiskey. Big one.
And what sort of information?
I'm looking for Mr. Joseph Kinsall.
Him. He's out his mind.
Where's that?
A few mile. Old telegraph track. You a reporter or something? We heard rumors Pop struck it rich.
Oh, not a reporter. I'm his son. Where's the mine?
Well, they're a bit tricky if you don't know the country. You can get lost out there real easy. Look, I'm not doing nothing. I'll show you the way, eh?
Yeah.
He told all of us you were slipping him the cash for the mining lease, right?
No, not me. Some fella called Templar did that. You don't like him, huh?
He's a crook. A smooth, fast-talking crook. You know, I reckon he's trying to con your old man out of half of his mind.
Well, we'll have to do something about that, won't we?
Yeah. And I hope you do it good. Real good.
That's good of you to show me the way, Grove. I appreciate it.
No trouble. Templar.
Thanks.
Stone the crows, look who's here.
Hello, Dad. Thought I'd come out and see you.
Did you now? Why?
Well, I thought I'd apologize for being so rude to you in Sydney.
Well, that's real thoughtful of you. Simon, I'd like you to meet my thoughtful son, Willie.
Hello.
How you going?
Well, and look who he's brought with him. Mr. Faithful Grove. The stranger's best friend. The best friend of all the snakes in the bush. Yes, you must be out here as a good neighbor, helping my son.
I only showed him the way out here.
Yeah. Well, now, Jerry, what do you want?
Well, I thought, Pop, if you still needed some help.
Yeah, so you want to be a partner in my mine, eh?
Sure, Dad, anytime.
Well, I'm afraid your father already has a partner. Me.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, let's go and get that beer we spoke about, eh, partner?
Yes.
On me.
I've been buying beer since before you was born. I wouldn't take the price of a beer off you if you crawled on your flaming hands and...
Ha that's it.
Yeah.
Off you, Sean.
Yes, here we are, Johnny.
What a snake you turned out to be.
How'd you know I was here?
Miss Kane told Harrison, you skunk.
Well, come on, Johnny. Join us here, something.
Hello, Dad.
Well, the smell of silver travels fast, don't it?
Dad, I'm sorry I was rude the other night.
Well, I'm sorry I can't ask you to stay, Wally. I'm giving a little business dinner.
That's it.
Yes, yes.
Come on, set up your business, Pop.
You two silly.
Dad, listen.
We want to be your partners, Dad.
I get a partner. Simon Templar.
You don't even know him. After all, we're your own flesh and blood.
You know something, Wally? I'd rather bred ticks on a sheep's belly than you two. Couple of maggots. That's all you are.
He's as full as a boot.
Yeah, maybe I am full. But I'll tell you this. You're not getting one part of my mind. Not one flaming, stinking, stony part of it. So you can get back south and crawl in under those stones you just crawled out of.
He's pretty drunk.
He means it.
Looks like a wasted trip, huh?
You just have to wait for him to kick off. He's no chicken. He'll have to go sometime.
Remember that will? Didn't he file a will back with Stephen Hardy in Sydney?
Yeah, a long time ago. He left everything to us. Split 50-50.
Means 25-25.
Eh?
Templar will get the other half of this mine. That only leaves half for us. 25% each.
I've forgotten that. Somebody ought to do something about Templar.
Good idea. It's rough country up here. Your man went for a walk one night. I never saw him again.
You suggesting?
Of course he is.
Why not? Not to shove my fist down Templar's throat and pull his guts out.
That makes three of us.
Supposing he met with an accident.
Yeah. Supposing he did. After we're back in Sydney.
Now, when are you leaving?
In the morning.
Okay, if we can come to a price.
How much?
500.
300.
5, take it or leave it.
250 each. Okay.
Hey, what are you doing here?
On my way back to Stoney Creek, I thought I'd stop by and see how you're going.
Why?
Just interested. I'm a miner myself.
Oh, good on you.
Finished the assay?
Yeah?
Any good?
Well, since you're a miner yourself, you'll know that information belongs to the man who pays for it.
Just the man I wanted to see. How's it going?
Oh, not 100%, but near enough.
Well, how does it look?
Well, it's like this. It looks good, almost too good. I never saw a vein of silver quite like it. So I thought I'd dynamite further in, say 3 charges, just have a look.
Well, and?
It finished.
What do you mean? The vein finished?
After about 8 feet. Big wall of basalt.
Basalt?
Yeah, blew 3 more charges, basalt, 2 more, basalt. Then I went out and drilled in from the side, basalt. All the silver in that mine's been taken out.
Yeah, but how?
It's just an outcropping. Isolated outcropping, that's all. Sorry.
It's hardly your fault, is it?
Well, no. Well, I reckon I'll take a shower.
Hold on a second. Don't say anything about this to Pop, will you? I'd like to break it to him gently. Okay?
Sure. I'll type out my report tonight and give it to you in the morning.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, g'day, mate. Come on and buy you a beer.
Later, thanks, Mr. Kinsall. I need a shower more than anything.
How's the assay going?
Well, as I said to Mr. Graeme with the mine, the assay belongs to the man who pays for it. In this case, Mr. Templar.
Hey, did you say Grove?
Yes.
Out of my mine?
He said he was just passing by on his way back to town.
Hey, why'd he stop?
Well, I suppose just curiosity.
I wonder.
Hey, but he's a crook. He's poison.
You know, Pop, I think it's about time I gave Mr. Grove that second lesson in manners I promised him. Hey, this I gotta see. Now, what are you waiting for? Right, you leave it to me.
Give it to him, Pud.
You bet. Come on, Pop.
Yes, that'll learn him.
And how?
Hey, too bad you didn't finish him off. He's still breathing.
Hey, what was he doing?
Something with the shorings, we better have a look.
Yes, all right. I'll work around here. You boys come up here.
Okay, fine.
Come on, let's move some of this stuff off it.
Hey, what about Grove? Grove! Grove!
Bring it up.
Just get him into the hospital at Bundaberg.
I'd never make it.
Don't be crazy, Digger. You've got another 20 years.
Linda, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave you my silver mine. You know what I want, don't you? That hospital. Right here in Stoney Creek. Behind that big old coolabah tree. That's what I want to leave. A monument to a real good nurse called Linda. And an old soak called me. And Simon.
Yes, Pop.
You'll see it's done right, won't you? Promise me that hospital will have everything Linda wants.
Sure, Pop, I promise.
Oh, get Charlie up here, will you? He's Justice's peace, Charlie. I gotta make a new will.
No, Pop, you're not strong enough. Wait till tomorrow.
No, I'm gonna be real busy tomorrow. Getting the heaven organized. Oh, Simon, a bottle of scotch. And a couple of straws, son, to suck it up with.
Okay.
No.
Oh, go on, Linda. What difference can it make? You know, I always figured I'd go out dead drunk.
I reckon we should all stand up, gentlemen, and drink to Pop's memories.
Pop.
Pop.
Pop. To Pop.
It's hard to believe that Pop's gone.
Yes, I know.
Mine worthless. Hardly seems possible.
I'm afraid it's true. There was no point in telling him.
Well, we've done without a hospital in Stoney Creek for a long time. We'll get along.
Linda, I promised Pop you'd have a hospital. I intend to keep that promise.
But how? What do you mean?
Right now, those two sons of his are drooling over a worthless mine, but they don't know it's worthless. I'm going to capitalize on that.
How?
Why? A little scheme cooking. Tomorrow, you and I are going to fly to Sydney.
I nursed your father 2 or 3 times when he was ill. I was very fond of him.
Oh, we all were.
He used to talk to me a great deal about you and Willie, but you were always his favorite.
Well, I understood him better.
Oh, yeah, he knew that.
How about getting to the point?
Sorry. I understand that your father made a will many years ago, which he filed with his Sydney solicitors.
That's right. Stevens and Hardy. It leaves everything to us equally.
Mr. Kinsall, your father made another will the night he died.
What?
Oh, yeah, I witnessed it.
What was in it?
Look, I just witnessed your dad's signature. I didn't read it. But I do know that there was only one beneficiary.
One?
What are you getting at?
Mrs. Kinsall, I don't trust this Simon Templar. I think he tricked Pop into giving him a partnership in the mine.
I'm sure of it.
Well, that's why I want to see justice done. Now, right at this moment, Simon Templar is in your brother's office, selling him the will your father made the night he died.
Selling it?
And Willie's paying?
Well, that's what I understand.
Well, it's obvious. Why?
Of course. If Willie's paying good money for it, the new will leaves everything to me.
A lousy crook.
Dirty, double-crossing swine.
How do we know she's telling the truth?
Mrs. Kinsall, I only want to see justice done. If you don't believe me, why don't you phone Willie's office and ask for Mr. Templar? He's there now.
You do it. Miss Kane might recognize my voice.
Okay.
William Kinsall Company, good morning.
I believe that a Mr. Simon Templar's with Mr. Kinsall. Could I speak to him, please?
Mr. Templar is in conference with Mr. Kinsall at the moment. May I take a message?
He's there.
I told you.
You mean that little bush nurse is over at Wally's right now?
Making a deal.
And if Wally's paying her for it, I must be the beneficiary.
Might be the logical conclusion.
Can you get hold of it?
I can guarantee it. At a price.
How much?
£10,000.
I'll write you a check right now.
You can have the will when that check clears the bank.
It'll clear the bank. What do you think I am?
What I think you are is beside the point. You come by the Westbury Hotel at 4 o'clock. You can have the will. Thank you. Come in.
Where's that will, you crook?
I beg your pardon?
My father's will that leaves everything to me. I want it. I know you're trying to sell it to that dirty, swindling brother of mine, and if I don't get it, I'll go to the police.
Only there's no need to shout.
Oh, I'll have you arrested. I'll put you in jail.
What proof do you have of the existence of this will?
I know it exists, and I know you've got it. You're a thief and a swindler.
You don't watch your manners. I'm going to throw you out.
All right. All right. I won't go to the police. I'll buy it. How much do you want?
Well, I'm afraid the will is not for sale.
It has to be.
No, you see, your brother's check is already in my bank. I'm just waiting for it to clear before handing the will over to him.
Nonsense. Well, he hasn't got it yet.
Well, that's what I just said.
I'll give you whatever he gave you, and you won't have to return his money.
Oh, but that would be dishonest.
So who'll know? Well, he wouldn't dare go into court and say what he gave it to you for.
That's true. Wally, I like you. I really do. No, I couldn't break my word to Willie. Well, not less than £20,000.
He only paid 10.
Yes, yes.
You're a thief, a crook.
Granted, but so are you. Now, Wally, I suggest you run around to your bank and draw out a substantial amount in cash. You see, Willie's going to be here in less than an hour, and if you're going to make an offer, it should be on acceptable terms. Mind the stairs. Come on. Do you hear?
Who couldn't?
Right, you better go and get packed, go down to the agency, pick up the tickets, and meet me out at the airport at 4:45 sharp.
Right.
I have a feeling we're going to have to leave Sydney rather abruptly.
To say the least.
Willie, welcome back.
My check been cleared?
Yes, I just called the bank.
Good. Well, you can hand over the will then.
Well, I'm afraid a rather difficult situation has arisen.
What do you mean difficult? You got the money. What are you trying to do?
Your brother has been around to see me.
Wally, how did he hear of this?
I've no idea. I certainly didn't tell him. Must be Wally now.
I made it as fast as I could. You crook.
You dirty double.
Now, boys, temper.
Whatever he gave you, I'll give you twice as much.
I'll give you 3 times.
4 times.
I'll give you 25% of everything I get out of the estate.
I'll give you 30%.
40.
Now, hold it, fellas.
50%, half.
You think you should have a look at the will first?
Come on.
I, Joseph Kinsall, being of sound mind, do hereby...
Come on, get on with it.
My entire estate to the Joseph Kinsall Memorial Hospital.
To be erected at Stoney Creek.
Right, when I give you the wink, you go to work. Understood? Drink up. Everybody, I've got an announcement to make. At long last, Joe Casey here has got up the courage to ask Linda Henderson an important question. What more do I have to say? They're going to get married. Just a moment, friends. There's more.
That's him.
Arrest him.
The 2 finest, most public-spirited men in the whole of Australia have just walked in. Now, let me explain. The fact is, Pop Silvermine is worthless. I have a surveyor's report right here in my pocket to prove it. But his 2 fine, generous, socially conscious sons have done a truly wonderful and generous thing.
What do you want me to do?
Shut up.
Knowing the great need for a hospital here in Stoney Creek, and knowing that such a hospital was their late father's dearest wish, these two fine sons of his have, in Pop's name, donated the sum of £30,000. Wally, you realize tomorrow morning your name's going to be headline news right throughout the whole of Australia. But nowhere in the country will you get a more sincere or heartfelt tribute than we here offer you tonight.
He can't do this.
He's done it.
So smile.
I can't.
We'll try. We're famous now, the Loving Brothers.
What do you say, friends? 3 rousing cheers for Willie and Wally Kinsall. Hip hip!